Hi, I'm Stuart from SOB Leadworks. Welcome to the next job. Let's go and have a look, see what it's all about. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, we've got this little bay roof to do to this stone portico. Just 4 bays. The carpenters have already fitted these wood rolls for me. Saves me a job. That's nice of them. So what we'd have to do is this is everything else is, as you can see, everything else has been finished before this was built, so we've got all this like finished lead work in the way, all going around the wrong way of what I need now. So what we're going to do, I think, is we'll cut this DPC off and get some bays in there. I think we're going to have to do like a separate flashing up underneath this window tray here, and some other bits in the corner we'll have to have a look at. That's going to be a bit awkward trying to get up underneath all of that. What we do, we cut this tray out of the way, get some building paper on there, and we can start looking at the first bay. Okay, so as you can see, we've got this building paper in place now. Also, I didn't realise at the time, but when the carpenter put these wood rolls on, they were sort of like sticking up at the front by about 10mm. Because there's an angle to this stone, so what I've asked him to do was to put a cut in it, screw it back down so it's flat. The only problem is when he done that, it made the wood roll slightly too short from the front edge. So what I've done, rather than him having to start again, just cut some bits of lead and nailed them on the front there, just so it brings it right to the front, so we won't have any issues there. So that's that taken care of. So what we're going to do now, we're just knocking up this first bay now. So we're going to start with this one through here, and then work our way through. Okay, so we've just got a couple of bays in there now. I've just knocked up this third one. They're ready to go in. Unfortunately, just got caught in a real heavy shower, and it's just absolutely soaked everything. I haven't had a chance to oil that yet, so that was a bit gutting. But it's just one of them things you just can't be helped. You know, now it's like a bright summer's day. But anyway, what we do, we get this bay sat in here, then we can get this one in, then we can start looking at trimming some splash slabs. Okay, so that's those other 2 bays in now, so that's all the bays in. And what I've got left to do now is just gonna boss over this roll end next. I would ideally have 150mm coming out the front, but the size of these bays, they work out, if you can get away with 1.5, we can get 4 out of a roll, and it will work out at 1.5 meters, but it just means I only end up with like 90mm out the front. So it's I find that a little bit harder to boss the roll end. For some reason, if there's an extra 50 or 60mm on the front, so we get like 150 out the front, it just seems so much easier for some reason. But I've managed to do them okay still, just take a little bit longer with it, and it's a lot more economical with the lead, rather than, you know, only getting 3 out of a roll and then having to get another piece for the last bay. So what we'll do now then, we'll get this roll end bossed, and then we'll probably have a look at trimming these splash slabs. Right, so let's have a look at getting this down then. Make sure that's set in first. Get some heat on that. Okay, and that's job done. Okay, so now we've got that roll end bossed over, we can start looking at trimming up these splash laps. What I'm going to do for this, I'm just going to literally get a roofing square against the side of the roll there. I'm going to scribe that through, so that'll be at 50mm. And then when it comes to the front, I'll just normally sort of just angle them off a little bit. So let's get these splash laps trimmed. Okay, so that's those splash laps trimmed now. Just trim them off to 50mm. And as I say, just angle them off at the front there a little bit. So I'm just starting now to get some of this drip down. Just done that side through there. And also that side through there. So we're just getting this front down now. So we'll get the rest of that drip down. Then we can weld some corners in and start looking at this back section. Okay, so that's all that front edge down now. And I've just finished welding some gussets in as well. Just had a corner to weld there. Just put a little fixing point there as well so the wind don't pick that up. Just welded that one in there as well. Done exactly the same on the other side. That corner fixing point. And then gusset in there as well. So now all that's left to do is to have a look at this back section. This is going to be a bit tricky, but I'm sure we can come up with something. Okay, so as you can see, I've got caught in another shower. This one was quite heavy, but we are practically there now. Just started piecing in all this back flashing underneath this window tray. That's gone in quite nicely actually. I've just got a couple of head flashings to do in the corners, and then we'll be able to dress that window tray back down, give it a coat of oil once it's all nice and dry, and that'll be job done. So that's those head flashings in there now. Actually, all of that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be honest with you. I thought that was going to be an absolute pain getting underneath all of that, but actually went a bit better than expected. So just giving this a coat of oil now it's all dried. So that is job done. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You can check me out on Instagram at SLB Leadworks. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hopefully catch you in the next. Cheers.